All right. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy. And in some people's eyes, one of the ambassadors for the Dirty Bird Nation. Intergalactic Brew, but others may know me as George, but we'll go with Intergalactic Brew here since that is what I'm known mostly on YouTube. And I promised y'all this Friday night Falcons hype video. So here we are. And so let's get right down to it. First question I want to ask you Falcons fans is, are you ready? Are you really ready? I know you are. I'm ready too. The excitement is definitely building. It seems like a really long wait, kind of like the calm before the storm almost. But yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for tomorrow. I feel very calm, cool, collected, confident. One thing I've noticed, I've been listening to 92.9 The Game throughout the week, and although other Falcons fans are feeling pretty darn good about this matchup with Seattle tomorrow, there is a little bit of mixed feelings. You know, there is a sense of nervousness or anxiety because of, you know, the history of our team. You know, we are technically 1-4 in the playoffs, and, you know, throughout that history, we've been most susceptible to getting put out of the first round or whatnot. And let me just touch on that real quick. I understand you all being nervous and stuff. You know, I understand that. I know my man Sports Live in the ATL, or Dave, as some people know him as, you know, he was writing me the other day, commenting on the video that I did previously, you know, with the heartfelt message and stuff. And he was just expressing, you know, he's nervous, but he feels that we're the better team and that we should win. I feel that same way too. But as I told you all before, you know, this is not going to be an easy game. So any of you Falcons fans out there that are looking for this to be a dominant blowout win just to save yourselves the anxiety and the nervousness, I hate to bust your bubble, but it's not going to go down that way. This is going to be a tight, close, dramatic game. You know, Seattle is going to have their moments because they're a good team. You know, we just got to realize that. You know, but even if they do score on us and their defense makes some plays, I don't believe they'll hold us down the whole game, because our offense is just that good to not get held down that long in the game. Now, I know also when I was listening to 92.9, particularly Dukes and Bell, I know they were referring a lot back to the Week 6 game and how they stopped our run game for that first half, and you know, how Michael Bennett and Cliff Averill and others of that defensive line, Bobby Wagner and all those guys, you know, how they were getting to Matt Ryan and stuff and sacking him and hitting him and stuff like that. You know, you got to give them credit. You know, they're a top 5 defense. You know, they're a championship defense, so they know what it takes. You know, I think sometimes, too, when we look at, you know, why things don't go our team's way, we're so quick to blame it on our team. But in actuality, let's give credit to the other team, too. You know, let's give credit to Seattle some. You know, like I said, they've been here before. They've got championship experience, so they know what it's like to be in these type of situations. You know, and I can understand that can be scary for a lot of us Falcons fans who desperately want, you know, to win this divisional game and move on to the NFC Championship and ultimately play in the Super Bowl this year. But you just have to understand, you know, that this is the road you got to go through. You know, it's not easy. Like I was telling y'all in the previous video, it's not easy. You know, you got to win these type of games and against these type of teams. Now, I know a lot of us Falcons fans, you know, just for our own personal sanity and, you know, for our own personal, you know, anxiety and stuff, we would have liked to play a lesser team like Detroit, or maybe even would have had the Giants or you know, some team of that nature. But, you know, it just wouldn't be worth it if we didn't play a tough team, let alone a championship team that knows how to win in the playoffs like Seattle, you know. And I'm just speaking all of this truly from a respect standpoint, you know, and not any way am I trying to build up Seattle and try to, you know, all of a sudden become afraid of them or whatnot, because I know they're a good team. I know they are. I'm not underestimating that about them one bit. You know, so like I said, they're going to have their moments. They're going to give us their best shot. But all we got to do is just stick to what we've been doing this whole season, you know, and don't try to do anything different and just fight back. And I think we'll weather that storm, and eventually we will have our hands raised when the clock hits 0. So, you know, I just want to encourage all you Falcons fans again. You know, this is not going to be an easy game. If you're looking for, you know, our team to just come out and, you know, just put up points at will, then, you know, you probably don't need to watch this game. You know, you probably just need to wait until the results come out later on in the night. So, you know, I'm just telling y'all, you know, just be prepared, because Seattle's going to bring it, you know. Because they feel like they have something to prove too, or whatnot, you know. But going back to our team though, since you know, this is what this is all about. I just had to get that out of the way, you know, about Seattle. But going back to our team, I want to express this to you all. I understand, again, going back to the anxiety and the nervousness, that you're thinking like, man, I just don't want Matt Ryan to throw that fatal interception, or, you know, I don't want Julio to drop that crucial pass on 3rd down, or if we got to go for it on 4th down, or I don't want, you know, Devontae Freeman or Tevin Coleman, you know, to come up with a back-breaking fumble or whatnot. I understand. And trust me, I've had that thought in the back of my mind too. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I've replayed the endings and you know, the other possible outcomes of this game over my mind a billion times, leading up to tomorrow. You know, I've gone through all the scenarios of, you know, what I believe is gonna happen, which is our team coming out with the victory, and, you know, what could potentially happen too. But I'm leaning more so, you know, the way of our team winning a game as opposed to Seattle winning the game or what have you. But yeah, I mean, I can understand, you know, you, Dave. I can understand that nervousness and that anxiety of like, man, I just don't want Matt to screw it up again. You know, I don't want Devontae and Tevin Coleman to fumble. I don't want, you know, Julio or none of the receivers to, you know, drop passes that can extend drives. I understand that. Because, like I said, I've had those thoughts too. You know, I've even, you know, gone to sleep at night, you know, thinking about that. You know, and that's why I told y'all before in the previous video that I'm going into these playoffs confident, but also open-minded. Because, you know, there is the thought of, you know, those mistakes and stuff. But, you know, looking on the positive side, though, y'all, it all comes back to us. I mean, you hear Dan Quinn preach it all the time. It's all about us. You know, if we just stick to what we do and not worry about what Seattle's going to do and just play the way we know how. I know that sounds cliche, but, you know, if we just do what we do and play how we've been playing and don't do anything different in this game, even if Seattle does strike and have their moments, as long as we stay sound to our strategy, we will win this game, y'all. Because in the end, it's all about us. It all comes back to us. We determine if we win or lose this game. Matt Ryan determines of whether he's ready for this stage and ready to play for this level. It's all up to us. Because I'm going to tell y'all like this. Seattle can't make us throw no interception. Seattle can't make us fumble the ball. I mean, yeah, you know, they can make a good tackle and knock the ball out of our hands. But I'm talking about just in terms of if we got a chance to score, like Seattle can't make us fumble the ball. Only we can. You know, Richard Sherman and them can't make us drop passes. Only we can. So in the end, like Dan Quinn always says, it's all about us. It all comes back to us, y'all. We determine whether we win or lose this game. Matt Ryan determines whether we win or lose this game. It's all up to him. But you know what, y'all? I just got a feeling that Matt just wants this really, really bad. I feel the team wants this win really, really bad. I feel Coach Quinn wants this game really, really bad. As well as all the rest of the coaching staff from Kyle Shanahan, Richard Smith, our defensive coordinator, Keith Armstrong, our special teams coach. I mean, just everybody on our team. I just feel like we just want this so bad. And I feel like we're going to stop at nothing until we get our hands raised at the end of this game. I just feel like we want this so bad, y'all. Because we know what can happen. We know the history. They realize that. But they're not going to let us see it. And that's a good thing. They're not supposed to. They're not supposed to be scared. They're supposed to be supremely confident and loose like they've been all week long. And yeah, the nerves probably might be setting in. Like Keanu Neal and Jalen Collins and Rocky Alford and Ricardo Allen and Devondre Campbell and Deion Jones and Austin Hooper. You know, I know the nerves, you know, may hit them a little bit, but once they get out on that football field, all that stuff goes away, man. It's all about the moment. It's all about the game. You know, it's all about, you know, the here and the right now. That's why y'all hear Coach Quinn always talking about we focus on staying in the present moment right now. We don't think about the NFC Championship. We're not thinking about the Super Bowl. We're thinking about the Seattle Seahawks and beating the Seattle Seahawks by the end of Saturday night. That's all we're thinking about, y'all. But again, it comes back to us. That's why I'm as confident and as calm and as cool and as collective as I am. Because I know we determine the outcome of this game. It's all about us. It's all about what we do. Seattle can't make us make no mistakes. Only we can. Now, Seattle can make some plays. They can do that. But they can't make us make no mistakes. And that's the only way we lose this game, y'all. Is if we make mistakes. It's all about what we do. If we drop a pass, you know, if Matt throws an interception, if Tevin and Devontae fumble the ball, if somebody on the D-line can't get Russell Wilson to the ground, if we miss a tackle, you know, if we bust the coverage out in the middle of the field and let Doug Baldwin or what's his name, Paul Richardson run down the seam for a touchdown, that's all on us. Seattle can't make us do that. Now, yes, Seattle is going to play us hard, and they might make some plays. But it's all comes back to us, y'all. It's all about what we do. And I just feel that our team wants this win so bad. And I feel like they're going to do everything possible not to make any mistake. For real.